Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And Siggy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about ready to go, and on the mound in this one, Brian Bayo. And Siggy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Strike one. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this inning off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Got it by him for the K.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with two strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And the batter down, number one. Fastball for a strike. Bayo, in his fourth year, he features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. One out, bases empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's two away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Carlos Delgado at the plate now. That's ball one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs, base is empty. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And our pitcher in this game, number 22. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
That one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Just off the outside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Got him swinging. One out. And stepping in for Boston, Jackson Holliday.
He's done a great job making contact recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
That one out to right. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bounce to the right. And that one handled. Tosses to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. Scoreless after. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. The right-hander back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Brent Rooker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-0.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base
swings and blasts one deep to left center. Just shy of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he beats it. He's safe. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. And another ball. Outside low. Now 3-1. And that one clips the corner. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield play is back, and this pitcher has to step off and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Luis Rengifo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Rodriguez on third with 2 out. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
The right field, Tyler.
Here comes a pitch. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Luis Robert now.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, odds are very much in your favor as a hitter. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Bobby Dahlbeck in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Swung on, belted. And that baby's gone. He powers that one out of here. And they lead it. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Mitch Garver up to hit here.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
the lead. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
I swear I'm like the passing out. Passing to the top, what you know about me now? I'm running, now move, cause I'm about to go. I'm running over you, my brother's holding down below. Hold up, yeah, I'm back.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, baby. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Drew Waters stands in. Good power, not great in the OBP department. On the ground right side, and foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame at bottom half of inning number 2. That one hammered but pulled foul. The pitch. In the air, left field. And there's one down. Now here is Roman Anthony. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Tosses to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in. On to the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Kyle Seager. First pitch just misses. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. Stays alive. Next offering is in the dirt. Struck him out looking.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance because he thought it was ball 4 and he wasn't wrong. It is a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Jays down by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Aparicio batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. 2 outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Back now at Fenway as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now here is Jackson Holiday. The line of the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Rengifo in position. Squeezes it. And there's one away. O'Neal Cruz digs in now. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
O'Neal stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Foul ball there.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That misses. And a count 1 and 2. That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, number 1. Fought off foul.
Well, these Blue Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Got him looking. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
So up next for Toronto, Carlos Delgado. There's the strike. Delgado, more than 1,500 runs batted in his career. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Over to Dahlbeck. That takes care of Rodriguez. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
That's outside, and the count is 1 and 2. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 4-0. Here at Fenway Park, John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luis Robert. And a pitch. In the air, out towards right center. Sizes this one up. 1 up, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. First pitch swinging.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Yeah, he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
one
ball.
missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Garver takes a ball as he stands in for the second
Count
time.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Boston. Back here in Fenway, ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Trent Grisham. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1.
Well, these Jays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is gone for this offense, no doubt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Seager, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The Blue Jays down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw, and he's there with a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took a pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit, and that's easier said than done.
Kicks and deals. Late with the swing there. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for Toronto. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters.
Look, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
In the air, left field. Varsho calls it in, and there's 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. One down, base is empty. And that one in the air, center field. Nabs it. That's out number 2. So the lineup flips over. Still stepping in for Boston, Luis Angel Acuna. Misses inside. And that's ball 1. backed off the plate that time.
Straightened him up a little bit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham sprinting for this one. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Back here in Boston. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Over to Dahlbeck. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 1.
Now the number 2 hitter. Off the mark there. 1-0. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses on the baseball up in the zone for the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs. For the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And takes low for ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Red Sox 4 and the Jays nothing. New pitcher now for the Jays, Madison Bumgarner.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And step in for Boston, Jackson Holliday. The pitch. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Left-hand batter waits. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's out at first.
Now batting, third base.
And here is O'Neal Cruz.
So, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Swings through that one out front that time. And strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Fouled off left side. Pulls that one foul. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. At the belt and fires. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Holiday at first, one gone. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Red Sox 4 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Miller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. 1 for 2.
Rodriguez.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And a swing and a miss, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Late on that fastball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. 2 out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Drifts towards it. Makes the grab. And that is that. Back in Boston, bottom of the inning, and now it's Luis Robert. Bumgarner back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The lefty fires. That one ripped. And it hits off the monster. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So, man aboard. Mitch Garver will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Here the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Man at second. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Two now. That one ripped left field. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. Dahlbeck at second with 2 down.
One ball.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. In there safely. Dahlbeck up to third on the wild pitch. Kicks and fires. Hit in the air, right field. Brings it in, and the inning is over. Back here at Fenway, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's going to be Luis Rengifo. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
The line to kick the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Batted by him for the K. Kyle Seager next up for the Blue Jays. There's a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one lifted to left. Under it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Genesis Cabrera.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. The pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1. And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Varsho under it, and there's 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Luis Angel Acuna up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Big dog's gotta eat. It just got out of here. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 5 That's it. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. No, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And now it's going to be Jackson Holliday. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another one. Back-to-back homers. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around them.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Nate Pearson. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 24.
Just stuck in the extremes when everyone else seems to be in the corner of your enemies. Sometimes it's just time to stand up alone and face your destiny.
O'Neal Cruz up next for the Red Sox. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, and that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout and try to slow down this offense.
One down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 3. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, we got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
That one's in there. And that's strike 2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
2 down, nobody on. And that one wrapped foul. Next pitch is outside. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center field, sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Making headlines on that prime time. If I see it, yeah, I'm coming and it's all mine. Making headlines on my own dime. Oh yeah, I'm going to heights up feeling so fine. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades, nothing had to be.
Back inside Fenway Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Luis Aparicio. That pitch gets the inside corner, 0-1. And there's a ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Dahlbeck. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
The batter, the right fielder, Tony.
Now it's the right fielder. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Delgado at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Miller is just 1 strike away. Got him. That's the ball game.
He closes out his 50th career save, so that one has a little extra meaning to it. You don't collect this many saves by accident. Another job well done.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Now we gonna act G. You know me, I'm your OG. Low key, I be so glad we ain't low key. Dozing, that is not us. I get no sleep. Who you know that could top us? I'm like, show me. Wife ain't rocking with no sign. She an Enneagram 10. Why I need a 9 when I just registered my pen? I was climbing to the ceiling, but I think God misplaced it. They won't put me on no playlist. I'm no good at fitting in. Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it, and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how it was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 7 runs on 9.